Jackie Easley lived her life according to a lesson from her parents, and it made all the difference to thousands of people here in Des Moines. Pick a job, and there's a good chance Jackie has done it.
Wife, mother, teacher, leader, advocate, the list doesn't stop. Aaron Kiernan shows us what makes her so remarkable.
So our family donated this stained glass window to the church.
If walls could talk, Corinthian Baptist Church would have countless stories to share about Jackie Easley.
The reason why we're here today is because so many pivotal moments in my life have occurred here.
She and her husband Odell McGee have been members for decades.
There's a phrase, to whom much is given, much is required.
And Jackie's taken that to heart. She started volunteering as a girl and has never stopped. She served on the Des Moines School Board, Habitat for Humanity, the American Heart Association, the YWCA, the United Way, Wilkie House, and countless other organizations.
You've done so many things over the course of your life. What makes you tick?
Both my parents instilled in my brothers and myself that you are the beneficiary of so many people that have nurtured you, and so you need to pay it forward and give back to your community.
Jackie's parents came to Iowa from Virginia in the 1950s after her father couldn't get into grad school there.
Due to the color of your skin, we are not going to accept your application for admission. I heard about George Washington Carver and heard about, he went to school called Iowa State.
He earned his PhD there and then became the first African-American tenured professor at Drake University. Jackie's mother worked at the Des Moines Public Schools, and both lived their lives in service to others.
So these are things that I saw as a child that were so important that my parents instilled in us, that you give back.
And Jackie found the perfect match in Odell.
I think the running and the going was something that I guess attracted us to each other, and that we both were very active in the community.
Her husband of 37 years nominated her as a remarkable woman.
I think it's that type of zeal and zest, and to get out there and to do something to impact the lives of people, see the need, and not only to see the need, but to be willing to go out and to do something about it.
A lot of the doing has happened inside these walls.
Some wonderful events here, school board forums here, activities related to my professional work here.
So has a lot of grieving.
But I've also had a son who was eulogized here.
Ty took his life in 2014. He was 18 years old.
At the time that he was experiencing some really serious mental health challenges.
The thing that one asks oneself all the time is, why my son?
In the midst of that struggle, Jackie and Odell didn't share it with others. Ty's death changed that.
You find out with your circle of friends how many have also been impacted. That did really inspire me to, let's really talk about this and put this on the table.
It was something that happened that we can utilize to help other folk who are going through some of the same issues.
Sustained by their faith through the highs and the lows, all the while lifting others up and paying it forward.
I really like the stained glass as a symbol that we always have hope, and we always look to things that are going to be positive and to move forward.
And over the past month, Jackie is one of the 4 remarkable women we've profiled here in the Metro. The winner will be announced on Wednesday morning, so you'll want to make sure to join us on Hello Iowa starting at 11 o'clock, right? The drum roll will begin then.
What an amazing family. I don't know who has to pick, because every one of our folks we've profiled have been just phenomenal.
Pretty amazing women.
That's a great family, Hey, parents, you can really make a big difference in those kids' lives. Look at what it's done to her.